Sup chat? Welcome back to BOWSER'S. It has been a hot minute, which I apologize for my absence. And in all honesty, we haven't really ended off on good terms with last time's VLDC episode. So, I want to get that out of the way right away. That episode, I'm not going to be uploading it, mainly because 1, we only did about 1.5 levels. 2, I was freaking muted for like 90% of the stream, and that's what like was the last straw for me. I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to stream today. So, what I decided is the 2 levels that we did finish was, I did say 1.5, was we collected the Yoshi coins in this level, which frickin' that took up like most of the last stream, and then we did this level. So what I was gonna do is I was just gonna play it on this account, but then I remembered, wait, the Yoshi coins aren't gonna spawn in. So for these 2 levels, I'm gonna go ahead and reset the game, and what we're gonna do just for these 2 levels is we're gonna play on a new file. That way I could showcase where all the Yoshi coins were, because what I would have done instead was, hey, I'm gonna walk to this area and I'm gonna explain, yeah, there's a Yoshi coin here, trust me. Yeah, it didn't really work out. So I already ranked these 2 levels. I'll still show how I ranked them at the end of this, but in short, it was a mess last stream. So we're basically just starting that all over again, and just playing as if, you know, that stream never happened, you know? Which, it's really a shame because, you know, I wanted this whole playthrough to be blind, but, like, man, that freaking last stream, I was constantly kicking myself, just like, how did I mess up that badly, you know? So all I can say is thank God I caught on. I mean, it was 40 minutes into the stream, but thank God I caught on and it wasn't, you know, the whole rest of the water world, you know? Like, that would have been just heartbreaking. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, I should, you know, upload the VOD. No. Just no. So I kind of said my 2 cents. I mean, I could TLDR for chat, but the 5th Yoshi coin in this level, if you watched the previous episode minus, you know, the train wreck stream, this level is broken. The 5th Yoshi coin was not spawning in, and basically what I did was I spawned in the coin myself. So once we get to that position, I'll show what I did differently. Because, you know, I opened up Lunar Magic, I downloaded a new freaking version of this in case my version was outdated, but no, nothing was wrong. And when I found that out, it's just like, if it were for that Yoshi coin, I would have honestly liked this level, but I cannot forgive that freaking Yoshi coin. Because I talked about, sure, you know, what if this level didn't have the Yoshi coins? Or this hack didn't count the Yoshi coins, you know? Which, sure, that's fine, but since this hack does count Yoshi coins, obviously I'm going to rank it accordingly. So right now, like I said, I'm just showing where all the Yoshi coins are, because, I mean, what wouldn't be really all that fun to, you know, just play through this even though I have all the Yoshi coins, you know, collected, right? So anyway, we're just about done this level. So here's the 3rd Yoshi coin, and finally, so for the longest time, yes, so this Yoshi coin I put here. Okay, I went into Lunar Magic, I changed the level, but you know why? So you open Lunar Magic. There's supposed to be coins here. I don't know why there wasn't. And right here, that's where the Yoshi coin was supposed to spawn. So if you're here when I played this level blind, I called this room, oh, it's useless because it's just coins. Well, I found out after the fact, Yoshi coin's here. Why didn't it spawn in? I played 2 separate times and it still didn't spawn in. So I said, screw it. I'm gonna move it over. Like I'll even show it right now. I'll even open up Lunar Magic and show what I mean. Basically doing a play-by-play of the last stream. Because this is a first for me, you know? Like, I hated the fact that I had to go into a VLDC level and fix it myself. Because, you know, I don't want to do that. I freaking love VLDC. And the fact I had to change it in any way, even though it was very subtle and didn't affect the level at all, it still hurt a lot. So right now, I don't have the game paused. I'm gonna show Lunar Magic right away, so please bear with me. Because yeah, for the longest time, I thought that 5th Yoshi coin was impossible to get, because when we opened up Lunar Magic for the first time, the Yoshi coin was in an unaccessible area. So anyway, I just need to hide this real quick so you check and see. So here we go. So, as you can see, it is a proper full line of coins, but for some reason these two right here is missing. And this Yoshi coin was right there. Was right here. And it just would not spawn in. And I was so flabbergasted. So I said, all I did, you never seen it real time, all I did, this Yoshi coin, moved it right here. And it spawned in. How does that work? You know? So I just wanted to show that, just so, you know, there's no confusion whatsoever. So let's finish this level. So yes, that is the, well, 4th one, but we do know where the 5th coin is. But just that one Yoshi coin really just ruined this level for me. Because I talked about it, the puzzle of this level technically counts as something I've never seen before, and I always give high credit for that, but like, what is up with the Yoshi coin? That's all I gotta say is there's just words cannot describe how ridiculous it is just to, you know, talk about it. Oh, that actually reached me. So yeah, right now, just gonna collect all the Yoshi coins and then replay the other level, which it was fine. I mean, I don't know if I just didn't like the level because this level put a bad taste in my mouth after last time, but the other level also had its problems with it. So anyway, right now we're just gonna go get the last Yoshi coin, which is basically at the end of the level, right over yonder, and boom. So that was that level. So now we're going to Grand Galleon by Moltz. Let's do it. Because yeah, when I played this level, the entire, well, not entire, but the level entirely last time on the stream, I was just muted, so I was talking to myself literally almost the entire stream. And when I found out that I was muted, I was like, I checked the time, how much I was streaming for, and when I found out, it's like, oh my god. I played, like, thank god I only played, you know, 1.5 levels, like I said. Because if it was, you know, the rest of the water world that I hope to finish today with a proper episode of VLDC 6, Like, this world has been a shit show, you know? So yeah, this level, again, it really sucks that I'm not playing it blind, but there's really nothing to talk about in this level. You know, there's a split path here. I kind of gave it lower marks because how I said it is, if you're gonna have a split path, either put a Yoshi coin before the split path or after. Don't forget put it, you know, in one area or the other. So what I mean by that is, the first run, I went up top, right? But this time, I'm going down here, and okay, well, I'll be honest, I think we missed the Yoshi coin back there. But this is the split path, so I went above here, and then the Yoshi coin is down here. And when I found that out, I was like, you know what? No, you know? And like, minus the Yoshi coins, because it seems like that's all I've been really ridiculing the level about. This level was just fine. Like, this entire first section is really boring. You take an auto-scroller and put it with a water level, you know? Pretty bad combination, if you ask me. Basically, what I said was it's a, you know, baby bear, mama bear, and papa bear. So it starts off pretty meh, and then this second section is pretty fun. You know, it starts to feel like a proper level, no offense. And then the last section is probably the coolest one. So yeah, once again, I deeply apologize regarding the mix-up. I feel when I said that VLDC 6 was the dark horse, I didn't mean that, you know, that it was cursed. So, but don't worry, after this level, it's going to be going back to pure blind, like as if nothing ever happened, you know. So that's why I'm just kind of rushing it. There's also this Yoshi coin, which is pretty... like, the coins are unnecessary, you know? You could have just put it at the end of the pier. But, you do you, you know? Alright, so we just need one more Yoshi coin. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was in the first section and I completely forgot about it. So hey, I'm saying that, oh, I'm not playing this level blind. Well, clearly I don't remember. So yeah. Like, this level reminds me of Donkey Kong Country a lot. You know, like that. It's literally called like Galleon whatever. This level's called Galleon, you know. Insert cinema here. Alright, so I did miss a Yoshi coin. But that's the level. Like I said, the first section is very boring. The middle section's fine, and the last section is the coolest, but it's not, you know, groundbreaking. Alright, I'm gonna really quick go locate this last Yoshi coin, and then we could finally, you know, start playing the game again. I do have to show off the ranking list. So, Wet Dry Ruins got dead last, and this level, I think, got a pretty low ranking as well. I'll still, you know, show it off. I know once we get into... I mention it every stream, but I can't help myself. Once we get to the more modern VLDCs, especially, you know, Yoshi coins, you don't have to collect all of them in one run, you know? Because that's the extra stress, especially if you're playing a long level. It's like, oh man, where's the last Yoshi coin? And even then, you don't collect in a full run. So, for example, you collect, you know, 3 Yoshi coins, you get a midway, and you die after the midway. If you die... Okay, so yeah, there's the last Yoshi coin. So we did miss it. So that's all the 5 Yoshi coins, you know, accounted for. You see the 2 levels. And now we go to the ranking list. And I'm going to show, you know, where I ranked all of them. So, ranking list. So as you can see, I put Wet Dry Ruins dead last because how I said it is never, of all the VLDCs that I played, and I played probably every single one of them now. Well, minus VLDC 10 and 14 and 13. But that's besides the point. Never have I had to take someone's level and manually change it myself just to get the 100% completion mark. Like, I didn't have to do this, right? Even if I collect all the Yoshi coins, stuff probably won't happen. Like, all we get is, you know, oh hey, you collect all the Yoshi coins. And nothing else. But I'm a completionist. I'm a freaking, you know, kind of Let's Player. Shoutouts to YouTube. But never have I ever had to open Lunar Magic and change around a level. So that's why it's dead last. It's unforgivable, honestly. But with Grand Galleon, okay, so I did rank it pretty high, but I mean, I don't know why username's missing a number. I think I gave it a 6.5. But it's a auto scroll water level. So it's already, like, even without the auto scroll or even without the water, the first section really is boring, you know? But the middle section's fine and the last section's fine. But again, it's nothing groundbreaking that's going to propel it, you know, any higher. So with that said, I'm going to load this save state. We're going to go back to the main save file, and finally we can start playing the game again, you know? So let's do it. Let's play some VLDC 6, ladies and gentlemen. Where should I even go? Okay, so it looks like we're almost done the water world. I'm gonna go down here first, and I'm gonna tackle the island and the pipe. So we got Ghost Ship by Louie. Ooh, I think this Louie is the same as Louie 37, but I don't know for sure. I feel like this is gonna be good. So this is ranked C. Once again, there is no placements in this BLDC. It's frickin' school terms, you know. A, B, C, D, and F. There is no E, apparently. Well, let's do it. Right? I said back to fully blind. Just how I want it to be. Just how I want, you know, my lovely viewers to see as well. Let's play this blind, and let's find this out. Ooh! Alright, so, I mean, I say this for a lot of VLDC levels, but I like it when they mishmash two aesthetics into one. So what I mean by that is it looks like we have, you know, water enemies like this Torpedo Ted and Ghost House enemies. So the reason why I bring that up is because there are past levels when I ranked it that I ranked pretty high, like top 10 high, because, you know, staying true to vanilla, it is very good. And so far, this feels like a very Nintendo-esque level. And I mean that in a good way. It's aesthetically pleasing, it's playing pretty alright. I don't really like how these... That's the thing with enemies, you know. Alright, midway already. With the enemies, you know, spawning from the left to the right, they kind of just follow you. Alright. Yeah, midway already. How I always interpret it as is, if I'm not stressing for a midway, and I'm surprised, you know, to see a midway, that means I'm enjoying the level, and again, who knows if it's just recency biased, that, you know, it's honestly a breath of fresh air to be able to play, you know, levels with no drama and all that jank. So... Ah! That was pretty close. Alright. See, take notes, Grand Galleon. This is how you do a split path. Yoshikoi might actually be a little risky to get. Okay. Yeah, the Torpedo Teds, that is the official name of these things, by the way. They spawn in pretty fast, as you can see. Alright. coin? Mushroom? Alright, let's try not to die here. I mean, water level is water level. Look at the flashing light in the bushes. I wonder if that's supposed to entrap it, you know, just an animal or something. Yeah, using my imagination, I like to think I have a pretty big imagination, so it's kind of easy to tell when the creators make something. I actually like that obstacle. That's cute. Alright. Assume we're almost done. But yeah, just not much else to say. It is a very solid level. Oh, this is a little... Ooh! I do feel like it's a little heavy on the enemy side, but other than that, it's fine. Yo, any secreters? Ooh! Okay, so there's not water underneath, in between the stools there. That's a pretty easy fix to do, by the way, so... Alright, no secret. Alright, honestly, the only downside is that ending part. I almost ended up dying because, yes, you could put water behind those stools without their being cut off. Other than that, very solid level. I enjoyed it. Yeah, not really any downsides. Like, for a good level, I kind of have to nitpick the small things, which I'm bringing that up because, like I said, the water at the end, which is an easy fix, is something. And then also, like, it's... I wouldn't say it's enemy spam, but it did feel heavy. It wasn't overwhelming, but... Too much. Too much. But, as I'm saying, it's just nitpick. So, ranking time. Now, for a water level, like, I kind of have to take that with a grain of salt, because I picked the water world to do next. This is technically world 2. I'm doing it in my order. It's not the canonical order. You could do this whatever order you want, right? But so yeah, just very solid level. You go back to the 3 S's. Very solid, mid solid, or mez solid. This is very solid. I like this level. Where does it rank though? Dino River was ranked as high as it was because it was a good vanilla level, but Ghost Ship is just one-ups it overall. So, Ghost Ship gets 3rd place. So aesthetics, it did feel really nice, you know. There's some levels that, I mean, I'm gonna sound like such a nerd talking about this, but there's some levels that feel like they're a bit saturated with the color, but this one felt lively, you know, kind of pun intended, because haha ghosts, but that's besides the point. Alright, creativity. I mean, there was some cute setups. There wasn't really a gimmick though, so 8. Consistency. Like I said, a little bit of the enemy spam. Yeah, I'm really just nitpicking it. You may roast me if you want. Playability, pretty fun. You deserve an 8. And functionality, 9.5 because of the ending. Water. So, our username. I assume this is Louis37. I don't want to mix up that there's somehow 2 different Louis, but I recognize them because they were on the team that made one of my favorite hacks. I keep talking about it, so I feel like I'm obliged to play the hack in question, which is called Jump, by the way. Maybe after VLDC is over, but trust me, we have a long ways to go for VLDC. Our username, I don't know, Louis is a pretty cool name. You get a 7. So yeah, solid level, solid placement. So we probably got one more level to go in the water world. Oh wait, there's 2 pipes here. You know what? I'm completely blind. I was only looking at this pipe here, not that one. Stupid! Who knows where it even takes us? Maybe it'll take us back to the start, but... We got Cake Island by Dark Mario Bros. This is probably a disqualified level, so... Like I said, for VLDC 3, there was a lot of pathetic reasons why levels got disqualified, and it's kind of the same for VLDC 6, which is why I bring up VLDC 3 a lot, but let's find out. Oh, custom music! We're finally in the VLDC staple, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, in this game, you can use the spin jump while holding something. In this game, huh? Yeah, well that coin's almost killed me. Alright, so reason why I'm bringing up the pathetic, disqualification reasons. I kid you not, the reason why this level might be disqualified is because they changed Mario's color. Yes, that might get you a disqualification in this VLDC. But it's about time you get some custom music. Like I said, as I constantly talk about VLDC 7 and all that, once VLDC 6 is over, we're gonna get into, you know, the good parts of VLDC. Alright, this is a funky color. It's not exactly very Mario, Fire Mario, inspired, you know? Alright, midway. Alright, we got a spawner on our hands, and oh my, that's a lot of them. Look at the slowdown. Oh gosh. Yeah, the reason why these Super Koopas aren't really spawning in is because there's already too many sprites on the screen. Remember when I said that, that one of the levels was, or the previous level, Ghost Castle, was, enemy spam? Well, this one sure as heck is, because, goddamn! Alright, sorry I had to pause all of a sudden. I had to, as the mic probably picked up, I dropped my water bottle. Alright, B? B. Where is the pipe to enter, though? We are looking for Yoshi-kun. Oh, blind jump! Alright. Alright, I'm noticing some remnants of Yoshi's Isle 1. Yeah, this is very, shout out to Metroid. This is very, oh my god. Very Yoshi's Island 1. What's it called? Inspired. Even the Yoshi coin. Like, come on, dude. Alright, I'm holding B. Woo! There was apparently a moon up there. I stayed quiet because I wanted to make sure that it was 3 jingles in a row. And if you heard it like me, chat, sure did. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, chat. Happy birthday, Hyper Mario. And that your life is always full of happiness. Aw. You know what? That's wholesome as fuck. So shoutouts to Dark Mario Bros. Yeah, that is actually wholesome as fuck. Imagine making an entire level for your friend or colleague or whoever this was for, and ending it off on that. Good shit to you, Dark Mario Bros. I just realized the level was called Cake Isle. You know, bravo. As a level though, pretty, you know, it's an acquired taste. You know, it's like, what's a weird flavored cake, chat? I don't want to say pistachio because there's probably people out there that like the flavor pistachio and stuff that doesn't deserve, you know. But yeah, wholesome ending. I did see remnants of Yoshi's Isle 1. Like, you have the cannon shootout, you have the sub area, and you have that one-up, what's it called? Little, like, obstacle. It doesn't take, you know, a genius to figure that one out. But, It was a cute level. Now let's find out why it was disqualified. Like I said, it's probably disqualified because they changed Mario's color, which is something in VLDC 3 that would get people disqualified. So, pretty pathetic, I know, but that's why VLDC 6 is the dark horse. Alright, let's find out. So, Cake Island. Oh, great, we're doing this again. Okay, apparently this level is called Choco Vanilla. Yeah, disqualified, not vanilla. Damn, this judge was ruthless. Alright, and I quote, "In a word, it's terrible. Just terrible. When not having to deal with the not-so-subtle remains of Yoshi's Island 1, I said that. Orium has to do... Oh, Orium, so it's Mario backwards. Has to endure largely ground, harmless enemies that can be jumped over with no effort. Enemies that attack way too soon. Stupid setups that involve a trio of pitching chucks lined up in the way. And a lose-lose scenario involving a pipe cannon. Hold B and land in front of a chuck versus not holding B and landing in front of a Koopa." So yeah, yeah, this judge was ruthless. But let's see what the other judges have to say. Well, this one doesn't say it's disqualified, so I wonder if it was just that one judge. Alright, this third judge didn't even bother to judge this level, I guess. And this last one... Oh, yeah. So, yeah. It's like you didn't even read the rules. There's custom ASM, custom graphic effects, cutscene graphic effects. I did not see that. Custom music. The level itself wasn't bad. It had a bit of slowdown in one area. But damn, you don't listen at all. So yeah, that's like literally in VLDC 7, 1 year later, everything that was mentioned that got this level disqualified is allowed. It was just this VLDC that did it, so honestly, once again, I'm on the side of the players. Screw the host of this year. Thank God they only hosted 1 year. Yes, I'm throwing shade at them. Alright, let's rank the level. So, I don't really agree with the harsh words that the first judge said, but it just felt like a cute level, you know? Like, the custom Mario was not needed. Yes, I should be mad that there was remnants of Yoshi's Island 1, but it was a small enough area that I won't, you know, throw the book at it like I did with Garden of Natura. But there was a auto generator, there was a lot of slowdown, there was probably enemy despawning. So it has all, you know, the ingredients to make me say, yeah, this level sucks, but it just doesn't to me. It was fine, but I do see the problems. So, despite me liking this level, yeah, I don't really see it being any higher than this. I'm sorry. Like, the Koopa Hills is also just pretty weak, but with what I rank Garden of Natura, like, let me go check the Koopa Hills real quick. Let me go see. Like, I only played, you know, 17 levels and I already have to go back to another level. Alright, where is it? I know it's somewhere here. Apparently not. Oh, I know where it is. I didn't have to go to frickin' the first world. It's just over here. Okay, so it was this level. Yeah, even that level was better. So, yeah. Cake Isle. It is poorly made, but I do like it. It has a certain charm to it. Maybe I'm biased because the ending was wholesome as hell, but sure. So aesthetics. Honestly, the level did not remind me of Cake at all. Even the Mario colors. I mean, I guess the blue and red Mario. Like, you're kind of twisting my leg there. I'll just give it a 6. It wasn't very, you know, wasn't very inspired. It wasn't needed, that's the thing. Creativity, pretty low ranked because, again, because you ripped off, I'll put here, slight rip-off of Yoshi's Island 1. That is too many levels that I'm writing for this, by the way. Alright, consistency, so you have enemies despawning, you have the, apparently, the rocket, like shooting out of the cannon, the pipe. Apparently that gets you killed according to the judge. I don't remember getting hit by it, but I don't know. Too much slowdown for my liking. It's a 7.5. Playability, it was fun. I'll give it that. So I'll give you an 8. And functionality, this one's kind of gonna lack a lot. You have to slow down. You have enemies despawning. You had some blind jumps, so probably a 6. I don't think it needs a 5. Our username, Dark Mario Bros. Is, I mean, I don't frickin' know. I'll give you a 5.5 because of the happy birthday too. I guess the light version of you. But still. It's just a case of every level is better than it in some way, but I still liked it. Alright, which pipe should I go into? Let's check this one. Back at the start. Okay. That does make sense, but when we were doing the World 1, this pipe here led us here. So, technically this was still part of the grass world. Alright, what about this one? Okay, so we're not done the water world. I guess we have... I mean, does this count as the water world? All of this? Or is that the mountain world? I don't know. You know what? I'll treat this as the water world still. So we got Vacation Island 4 by RealMarioGamer. I can already 100% guarantee you this level is from their own hack. Because why would it be... Why would it have a number, you know? So already... off to a bad start. Like... I don't really like that, where people take, you know, levels from their own hack, just one level, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna submit it to a VLEC. It should be a unique level, RealMarioGamer. And this is right to F, so this is bottom of the barrel, apparently. Let's find out why. Worst level ever. I'm just kidding. I assume there's gonna be a Yoshi... Not Yoshi coin, stupid. Gonna be a... coin block there. You know what I say to that? I say screw that. I'm gonna do the cool way. You know, I would have gotten that if it wasn't for that block. Jaws. Alright. Now back to normal music. That's honestly... Whoa, that's a lot of coins. Just an opening there. I bet you anything there was supposed to be coins there and it just didn't spawn in because apparently the VLEC 6 is cursed. I'm throwing shade at Wet Dry Ruins, by the way. Which is why I'm bringing that up. Alright, slide in like everybody else. But my butt is stronger than yours, boy! Ah! Alright, ah! I jumped right into that one. Alright, that is a lot of turn blocks. I hope that there wasn't anything in there. Notice how one of the bullet bills despawned. Nice level, by the way. Alright, midway. I collected that because if this is a power-up, hell yeah, I'm gonna get an extra, well, reason why I came back here is in case... This is gonna be a soft lock, isn't it? Well, that happened. Oh man, no, I think I could recover from this. Oh no, come on. No, stop going that way. I need to turn around. Oh, it might be so over. Alright, soft lock potential. I mean, technically not, because there is a pit there, so sure, I guess, but still. Whoa, that was funky. Alright, it's not like we missed much. Once again, I do have to replay the entire level, because if I quit out and spawn at the midway, I would not have all my Yoshi coins with me. Alright, so yeah, so far this level feels like something I would make first time, you know, making a Super Mario World ROM hack. And even I can't say that, because I still remember my first ever Super Mario World level, and it was not good. You know, I was a wee kid, and I didn't even know how, you know, the settings worked, and for some reason we have castle bricks all of a sudden. Make it make sense. Yeah. The butt really is too strong in this game. Can't run over Chucks because Chucks are stupid. I wonder if I can somehow get up there. I'm thinking, oh yeah, shell jump, but probably not. Alright, this is aesthetically pleasing. Once again, you got not the cliche, as I'm about to say, but the mishmash of aesthetics. And that was very abrupt. Wow. Okay. Sure, I guess. I don't know if it was too short. The second half felt shorter, but that's also because there wasn't really much to explore. But like the title suggests, this is probably a level from someone's hack. So obviously it's not going to be, you know, a proper length level, because I mean, it was probably the build up. You never know, after this level it might have been the castle, because hey, we were, you know, on the outside of the castle, but we don't know, which is why it's a pretty bad idea to put, you know, a level like this. Like, you know, if Vacation 4 was so good, where's 1, 2, and 3? Huh, punk? You know? So, I don't know. Like I said, it's something that you expect a beginner to make. And for a beginner, it was fine. Especially the second half. Like, that's not a beginner thing, at least to me. I don't know, it was bland. You know? There was that technical soft lock. I don't know why there was a bunch of, you know, turn blocks there. Obviously, I'm gonna spin jump on them, but you do you, creator. I gotta check something real quick. My bad, chat. I know I shouldn't be doing this middle of a stream. But at least it was unique, you know? If you could call it that, because, yeah, it was from someone's hack. So, take it or leave it. Alright, so, ranking this, yeah, the level was bland. It did feel a little inspired. And that's really all I got for it. Not really much to go on. There was technically the soft lock, but it was a pit there. There was a pit there. So, you know, curiosity killed the cat, right? So, where does this rank? It's just a normal ass level. So, I don't know. It was fine. But these levels were also fine. There was surprisingly no cutoff, which I'm saying surprising because that level felt felt like a level that I was expecting cutoff, so kudos to you, I guess. Oh, I am such a goofball today. Yeah, I think, I mean, I do like these two levels more, but technically they're, you know, they have their problems. This level didn't really have a problem. So, I'm just thinking where I want to rank this. It was fine, and the second half did look pretty. So, normal level. I'm gonna penalize it a little bit. It's morals bias. I will penalize it because this is obviously from one of their hacks. So with that said, I mean, I did like it. It had a midway. This one didn't, but this level was pretty long, albeit that. This level was more fun, but it was way too short. Screw it. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, I guess. You know what I'll do, actually? I did like this level more. So this can go down here. And Vacation Island 4 can go here. Because the aesthetics, once again, not really all inspired. You get a 7.5 because of the castle part. So, creativity, little lacking, 7. Consistency, second half was shorter than the first half? I don't know. I guess the 9.5. There was also those bullet bills. I mean, the bullet bills wasn't a problem, but the... what's it called? What was, the turn blocks. So, playability, fun while it lasted. Functionality... this is where I'll put the bullet bills. Those bullet bills were a little whack. And that's really it. So yeah, the more I'm talking about this level, the more it actually is fine. Our username... I mean, it feels like something, you know, just a generic Mario fanboy or fan lady, but fanboy would name themselves. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's very stereotypical, you know. And I have to reiterate, the user... I don't know why I'm giving username so much thought, but the username does not affect the overall ranking. This is just a shitpost. Okay? Okay. So that's it, 4.5. So let's continue on. I do want to enter this pipe because if this takes me back to the start. Okay, apparently it leads me there. I'm just going to treat this as the rest of the water world. Even though it clearly isn't. But we got Land of Mystery by Everest. This is rank C, and we got the... as I like to call the full package. We got normal exit, secret exit, moon, and Yoshi coins. We're gonna... this is, you know, the full package.
Trade market pending.
Alright, well. Guess I can't go that way. Ooh. This ground color is an acquired taste. I shouldn't... I've been using like a lot of food terms for VLDC as a whole, actually. I've been saying like, oh yeah, this level's unsavory. What's next? This level is delicious. I should probably... oh, shoot. I assume that's gonna be a... oh, hello. Oh, there's a piece of... man, there's a lot to talk about. Oh, boy. I already see where this is going. This is probably gonna be for the moon, isn't it? Alright, let's be careful. At least there's enough leeway that I could just hold the jump button while I do this. At least with the moons... okay, well, it's probably not a moon, but... That was a waste of time. Unless this leads us somewhere interesting. Whoa! I feel like we did miss a Yoshi coin, so I'm not gonna collect that. In fact, I kind of want to reset. I mean, I do have to play this level again. I'll just collect it. Whatever. Alright, we got auto generator. Oh. Alright. What the f- That is a piece of grass up there. That's something. Like, why is all I gotta say. Oh, my star was still active. Okay. Alright, this is a silly level so far. Yeah, so we have all 5 Yoshi coins accounted for. I just missed the last one, so seems like either way I have to replay the entire level. All things considered, pretty short level, wasn't it? But we're obviously not done yet. In fact, that run was basically useless because no Yoshi coins, no moon, and no secret exit. But at least we have all the Yoshi jeez. All the Yoshi coins accounted for. But the moon might be a slight problem. As I like to think moons are like secret exits, but more secretive. Alright, there we go. I'm kind of surprised I didn't duplicate it there. Alright, I think I'm just gonna bother with the Yoshi coins, and then I'll deal with the secret exit after. And I'll look around here in case I missed anything. Oh? Well, this... Okay, so yeah. Yeah, wow, this level's actually short as hell. Like, goddamn. I didn't really, you know, pay that much attention, but looking at it now... Is it just me? So, we got the fire flower from here, and a star from here. Am I crazy when I say that the first run of this, the fire flower was here and the star was there? I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy, I swear! I took my meds before this stream. Alright. Why do I feel like I'm missing a Yoshi coin? There was one in that frickin'... Oh my god, there was one in that goddamn tunnel, wasn't there? Yeah, somehow I ended up with... Oh. Okay, well... Fuck me, I guess I... I guess I gotta... Okay, so I wasn't crazy. I guess I gotta replay this level either way, so... Let me beat the level real quick, chat. Point at this stupid idiot. GG's. Now I'm gonna save stay here so I don't make that mistake again. That's a reward I've been wanting to add to my stream, by the way, is like a reward where I instantly, like, no hesitation, load my last save state. So that could end in travesty because you have situations like now where, hey, I forgot a save state. And we ended up in the first run, you know. So I think it would be you know, cruel but funny. All right, god damn, this freaking block sucks to hit. By the way. Okay, I hate this. It's in such a shitty... I'm even gonna reset the level. It's in such a shitty spot, too. Because the green beans are notoriously jank. They aren't really for me, but just general consensus say that... Oh, that was close. General consensus say that, you know, Yoshi coin... Are the Yoshi coins, the green bean spraying thingy-mabobs are pretty jank. Hey, come on. I hit this like this before. Okay, there we go. I freaking used a throw block for that one. Alright. So let's grab this. Drop over yonder. And I guess enter this tunnel. Like, was I really stupid that there's a Yoshi coin in here? Huh. Stupid! Oh, so I have to do this either way. Well, I'm just gonna power through. Oh my. That was actually pretty close. But you don't really want to wait around, you know? So let's grab the midway and let's finally collect all the Yoshi coins. Again, shoutouts to that piece of grass. It is called the Land of Mystery. Alright. So that's all the Yoshi coins done. Technically, I could just... Oh, I don't want to exit out, actually, because we're going to spawn at the midway. We don't want that. Alright, I'm just going to assume that the moon's going to be where the secret exit is, and if it's not, then I'm going to initiate what I like to call a scavenger hunt. So yes, we do need the P-switch, and we know exactly where that is, so let's head over yonder. I don't know how that happens, by the way. It looks like something that happens when I collect the mushroom. Alright. I try to land on them. I try to land on this shell. Alright. Got this. Technically. Wait, oh, hello. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, you can skip a lot of the level. Well, found the moon. You do gotta reset the level. That's one thing with the moons. You collect them once, don't gotta do it again. So now we just need the secret exit. So yeah, all things considered, this is a short level. Like the longest section is the quote-unquote bonus room. So it's completely optional. If you just speedrun this, then yeah, it is a short level. And while we get this, unless, you know, the secret exit's gonna have a, like, brand new section to it, but I guess we're gonna find out, huh? No yump. Alright. So, okay, so we do... Oh, don't collect that. We do have a... Hopefully another section to do. Any one-uppers? Move! Nope. What about up here? That looks like a one-up. Yep. Alright, out of my way, Wiggler. Alright. Oh, so we do have, you know, a brand new section. Advice! Feed the baby Yoshi and find the Yoshi wings to continue. Use the door to reset. Use the pipe to return to the main level. Alright. It's a puzzle level. Oh, so we do have a whole nother section in here. So technically, you can cheat this because I could just feed Yoshi the mushroom in my thingy-mabob, but I'll do it the intentional way. Alright, assume I have to go. This death water is a very unappetizing color, by the way. It's poop! I had to say, it's liquid poop! Alright. Any secreters? Oh, man. I put Yoshi in a pretty interesting spot! Woo! Spice. Die. Alright, where are the Yoshi wings? Oh, seriously, where are they? I thought... Wait, I can't bring Yoshi up there! reset door I go, I guess. Where are the wings? Did I, like, accidentally overthink it? Or, not overthink it, sorry. Jump to conclusions and there was a throw block on that, top shelf, and I just didn't collect it. But even then, how do I get over the frickin' pit? Do I just ditch Yoshi? Like, I'm rushing. Ooh, spice. Also, there's no, the time doesn't reset, so it's not a true reset door. Alright, do want to make sure. Okay, so yeah, I did just mess up because I am a stupid idiot. But, like I said, I'm just gonna cheat. Okay, but can I even make this jump, right? Okay, that is very tight, but yes, you can. I wonder if there's supposed to be maybe a blue shell there, but I don't know. It was a, like, unique challenge for a secret exit, which I always appreciate, so GG's. Got the full package, all done. So yeah, the normal exit, normally, like, what I'm about to explain is, it's normally a weird section to talk about regarding, am I, you know, ranking the level based on one exit or both exits, which is why in the later VLECs, it's actually, yeah, in the later VLECs, it's normally, like, not recommended for a secret exit. And normally I like secret exits, but then you think about it, how does that technically rank, you know? So I'm thinking about that now, because if I'm just based on the normal exit, this level was pretty underwhelming. But with the secret exit, it, like Grand Galleon, it was different, but it's not something to, you know, propel it to the top ranks. But it was something different, and I did like it, so I don't know. I do think it's pretty high. I'm thinking 8th place above Kumquat Caverns, but it is not better than I Hate My Life. Still like that name. Yeah, I think it could go here. Because I Hate My Life was just overall a pretty good level. And, like, Land of Mystery started off meh and ended off, you know, pretty good. Like, the 3 S's, very good, mid good, or med good. It was med good, and then it turned into a mid good. So, aesthetics. The shit water was gross color, there was floating grass, and overall, I did not really like the aesthetics. So, 6.5. Creativity. Once again, I don't know regarding the Yoshi section if there was supposed to be a shell or not. When I read the message box and it said something about, you know, so the Yoshi can gain its wings and go to the next area, I thought, okay, you're gonna get Yoshi wings and go to a new area, but it seems like they cut out that part of the section, right? I don't know, I'll give you an 8. The moon was in a pretty cute spot as well, so I like that. Consistency. So, yeah, the first half, I'm taking the first half, this normal exit, the second half, the secret exit. 2 different things. So, the first half was remarkably shorter than the second. And, honestly, screw that turn block, or that vine where you have to throw, like, a shell, or the blue throw block at it. That honestly sucked. So, I'll give it 8.5. Playability, fun while lasted, 8. And functionality, so like I said, the green beans are normally not jank for me, but they are for a majority of people. I don't really get the Yoshi section, and chucks are chucks, so I think an 8 is fine. Our username, Everest, is a normal name. Not really much else to say. You get a 5. Alright. Honestly, that was easier to rank than I thought, because I was thinking in my head once we were finishing up the level, I thought we were going to be having trouble with it. Alright, where am I thinking? I'm thinking we go left until we do this level, and then we turn back and go up here. So we got Bowser's Blocks, B&B by Tatanga. I like that name already. This is disqualified level, so we get to play the game of... Why was this level disqualified, chat? Let's find out. Alright, very Tetris-esque beginning, isn't it? I didn't check if there was... Oh my, that is... interesting color. Yoshi-sins.
Careful! The evil ghastly blocks are painful to touch. The only way to remove them is to collect the ghost exit orb.
That was a terrible Yoshi expression. Alright, I assume these hurt me, and those are technically custom blocks, so that basically explains, you know, why it was probably disqualified, chat. It's because those are technically custom blocks, and that's probably why I got disqualified. Like, okay, custom blocks I could see because, well, it's freaking called Vanilla Level Design Contest, chat. Get it right. That's a Ghost Felix. Honestly, this color is really cool. So I assume these just hurt me, but I'm not gonna touch them for science. At least, okay, well, freaking just had to open my mouth, huh? Alright, ooh. All of a sudden, I'm a little spooked right now. Alright, classic Kaizo. Wow, no power-up, huh? Alright, ooh, this is... Ooh, a little bit of spice! We got the strats, dude. Midway? Please? You gotta be kidding me. Don't, not again. I'm saying not again because fucking terrible whiteness, dude. Fuck! Yes! Yes! Screw you! Oh, that's a clip. Yes! Oh, yeah, hell yeah, man. That was sick. Oh, let's go, Felix. Still got those. Alright. Ooh! I wasn't expecting that all of a sudden. Alright, let's... Oh, God, I was really, like, Mario Kart DIing that jump. Alright, I did notice the time as well, by the way. All of a sudden, I'm kind of picking up the pace, as you can see. Alright, repeat obstacle. Because it wasn't cool the first time, right? Oh! God, God damn. Oh! Oh my god! This is a spicy level. I actually really like it. Or is the last Yoshi coin? Oh! Oh! Oh god! Strats. Dude!
Congratulations! You done it! This is the ghost exit orbis. Just what I need to create the removal potion.
Dude, whatever. I can't even cheat for that one. Alright, so maybe I have PTSD from freaking terrible whiteness, but... I mean, I do like how it's an extra challenge, you know? Wait, this obstacle is kind of tricky, isn't it? But I do like how it's an extra obstacle, basically saying, hey, go hitless in this section if you want the Yoshi coin. And right now I'm doing a piss poor job at it. So while I do this, so this level, shoutouts to VLEC3, reminds me of a level called SS Castle where technically, it's a bit too difficult, but it's the perfect difficulty for it to be a challenge and a fun one. And this level is really fun, honestly. It's such a simple design, but this is what Mario's all. That was embarrassing. This is what, you know, Mario's all about, just platforming, right? So, once again, most likely disqualified because these are custom blocks, but still, this is a fun level. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's a pretty hard obstacle, apparently. Basing on my experience. Like, on paper, it shouldn't be difficult, but my dumbass was cheating it. It's difficult. Alright. Ugh. So, since it was so cool, let's do it again, says the creator. I'm screwed here. I hit a ceiling and I wasn't expecting it. That really sucks, actually. I wish there wasn't a ceiling there, actually. But yeah, like, if you're wearing... God damn, this is embarrassing. It's not that hard, Felix. It is a challenge. But I am a veteran. I played all the VLDCs in entire... Oh my... You know what? Just shut up, Felix. You are so full of shit. I'm getting exposed right now. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to wait an extra cycle or... I think it is just cycle dependent. Alright, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted about 5 bajillion times, so Terrible Whiteness also had a Yoshi coin that was locked behind a mushroom gate, and all I can say is screw Terrible Whiteness and that Yoshi coin. There seems to be a trend of Yoshi coins in this ROM hack, hasn't there? You have Terrible Whiteness, you have Grand Galleon, you have frickin' Wet Dry Ruins, like holy shit, you know? Yeah, okay, technically there's a ceiling there, but it's high enough where it's not a problem, so it's just the second one. It's a different obstacle, Felix. Gosh. Alright, this one I do have to be careful. I think I could go now. I hit the ceiling again, but I got it that time. Alright, we're not done yet. I do have to beat the level without taking a hit. Oh, no! Fuck. That sucks. It sucks because I don't really want to do this. Dude, that's 3 too many. Oh my god, I'm losing skill. I'm losing skill. I'm not tilting just yet, but apparently I am because I'm... Oh my... Dude, you know what? Fuck this obstacle. It's not hard. It is not hard. But I'm throwing for content, chat. Okay, you know what? No. That time was not on purpose. I mean, none of them were on purpose, but that one was not a joke. That one was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Alright, oh, I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah, I don't like that obstacle, I'll say it. Honestly, I should just reset, right? I don't know, we'll see if I could get... I gotta practice, dude. Gosh. Alright, yeah, I don't like this one. Ah, shucks. I'm just too paranoid about hitting the ceiling there now. Even though the past run and the run that just happened, I didn't hit the ceiling. I feel like I did the same cycle that time and I made it. Alright, lock in, Felix. It's a hard level, gosh. Gorsh. But as I was saying, this level reminds me of SS Castle from, I believe, VLEC 3, where the level was challenging, but it was in such a fun way where I couldn't hate it. Like, I was stuck on it because it was a hard level, but it was seriously well done. Alright. Oh, I did it again. Just hug the wall. Please? No! I'm tilted. I'm tilted now. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. Yeah, this level reminds me of SS Castle, that this design is simple and it doesn't really do anything all that special, but you know, sometimes simple design is well worth it, in which case for this level it's just a fun, challenging level. Like, I know I said I'm getting mad, but it's just a skill issue, honestly. Like, I don't mind doing this again. This is a fun platforming level. Fuck! Okay, I don't like this. It should be done to level like 3 times now. But the frickin' last obstacle, or that frickin'... Like, maybe I should wait for the cycle. That seems to be a trend in the second half, is waiting for specific cycles, but... I'm on a timer, buddy. I can't really stick around. Alright, ooh. Alright. You know what's funny? What the problem is, maybe? I think I was using the, That's fine. I was trying to line this up. Woo! That was actually a spicy jump, wasn't it? Alright. We're basically done, though, I'm pretty sure. Shouldn't have got a hit there. I thought we were done. I guess not. Stupid. Premature celebration, honestly. Alright, so I guess this Yoshi coin is technically a problem, isn't it? I didn't really think of it, but I also didn't expect to get hit at the end there. So, as I was saying, I'm trying to use a goddamn visual cue for the bonk, but the frickin' 100 seconds is ruining it for me. God damn it, dude. Yeah, this is getting a little annoying now, but just like SS Castle, it's still fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset. Like, there's too many inconsistencies on my end. Like, I don't think it's the levels problem. It's just me unable to stay consistent. But okay, sure. That's case in point, right? Case in point. But if this does trail on for too long, I think I will just go ahead and save state once we get to the next section. But for now, I don't really want to. I mean, I'm saying that now, but probably when I get there, I'm gonna be like, yeah, screw this! Oh, that was close. Or, you know... I was like, I'm gonna wait for the 100-second jingle, but I really shouldn't have. That was stupid by me. Okay, I really gotta hurry up. Fuck me. Whatever I did the first time around, I should have just done that. I should have just done that. Yeah, they really should have added more time for this, because as I said before, like, if I reset from the midway, I won't have the Yoshi coins for the first half. So I'm taking into consideration that... Oh boy, there's a bot. Okay. Wouldn't be a Felix stream without a bot. Say it with me, chat. Get your ass out of here. Alright. Back to the matter at hand. Alright. Finally have a lot of power-ups. I'm even good to save state now. I don't really want to deal with those... the freaking setup again. And I get hit here. Yep. Now, honestly, screw this section. That's humbling, is all I gotta say. I officially hate this section. No. Jeez. Freaking like a pixel. I also have to take into consideration that, when I did this easily the first time, I was only one tile big, right? I was small Mario. There we go. Only had to use the save state once, so I don't really feel that bad. Orb. At least I first tried the, this room the second time around. Alright. Like I said, like SS Castle, it was challenging but fun. So, kudos to you, Tatanga. And like, pretty sure we know why it was disqualified, but let's find out for sure. I see what the judges say. So Bowser's blocks. Yeah, so disqualified uses used blocks as munchers. I personally do not have an issue with that, but rules are rules. That's what the judges say. So it's how she goes for VLEC 6 rules. Like they say, the frickin' rule book is bigger than the hack itself, from what I heard. So yeah, challenging yet fun level. It was a little frustrating, but it was probably just my end, and I wish the level had more time. I also broke the level with that shell jump. I would have had no problem with replaying the first half for the Yoshi coin, but technically the other Yoshi coin, because the first half for the first Yoshi coin was, you know, shorter, but for the last Yoshi coin, that is quite a long while to go without taking a hit, but I do appreciate the extra incentive of going hitless for the Yoshi coin. So, but that said, it could probably go pretty high, but for the sake of just VLEC as a whole, I'm thinking that, honestly, maybe even 8th place. It was a good level, but if we're talking about just, you know, aesthetics and layout, it's pretty bland, all things considered, right? So, but the level itself was fun, so. Now this is more VLDC. Same with this one. Same with Rocky Land. Yeah, it just gets 8th place. No, you know, extra bias that I'm saying, oh, you know, it gets a lower rank because, you know, it made me frustrated. No, it's just, you know, just isn't very VLDC, even though it is, but, you know, lacking aesthetics and all that. So, yeah, aesthetics, just a 7. Creativity, also just a 7. You know, it repeated some obstacles, if you notice, like in the second half. Consistency, difficulty curve is flat for the most part, but there was some spots that, you know, caused more trouble than others. Like that first jump in the second half. Remember how I failed that like 5 times? No, I think I'll just give it a 9. I don't really feel like giving it an 8. Playing Billy, I will give a 9 though. It was very fun. And functionality, again, I don't know if it was a skill issue, but there is the Koopas. That was not a skill issue. That's just, you know, I didn't really like that part, so I'll knock down 2 points for that. Username Tatanga is very satisfying to say, at least for me. Tatanga just rolls off the tongue nicely. You get an 8. Alright. I honestly feel like that level could have went higher, but it's just a case of everything's better. So we move on. We got Negative World by ZMann. Ooh. Alright, ZMann got, I think, 3rd place in VLEC 5, so this is interesting. It's rank B, so this is probably a really high rank. Isn't top 10 though. Alright. Oh! Okay, so the reason why I was like, ooh, this level, oh, I'm probably up here somewhere. This level was, if you tuned in when we were playing the 6-pack hack, which had VLEC 1 through 6 compiled into one major hack. So the title screen would cycle between... Can I get up there? God damn it, probably not anymore. Alright, reset. So, the title screen of 6-pack, when we were playing VLEC 2, 3, 4, and 5, the title screen would cycle through a bunch of, you know, levels that I haven't yet to see. I also forgot to get the mushroom. So, and this level was one of the most common ones I would see. So, we're finally getting to play it properly. Alright, ooh, that would have ended with tragedy. Alright, this is oops. Don't really want to move because the boo block's gonna move. Okay, no Yoshi-kun up there. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the mushroom. That's actually a very embarrassing kill. Imagine dying to a freaking boo block. My god. That is embarrassing. Wow. Okay. Sure. This level's already harder than Bowser's Blocks, ladies and gentlemen. All of a sudden, I'm gonna be paranoid when we fall down a big pit and it's just gonna be like, psych, there was a Yoshi coin here. Time to replay the entire level. Alright, so, okay, this is... VLEC 6 is just cursed as a whole. There's not really much else to say about it. Alright, ooh! And watch this. Boom. Told you the butt's pretty powerful. Alright, based on when I read that, boom, midway, based on the title being Negative World, I was kind of expecting, you know, negative colors, but what do I know that ZMann does? As I was saying, speaking of ZMann, I like their VLEC 4 level more than their VLEC 5 level. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because in VLEC 4, I believe ZMann got somewhere in the teens. I think 17th place. And in VLEC 5, he got 3rd place, but I personally liked his VLEC 4 level more. VLEC 5 was just... I mean, it wasn't bad, because obviously it's top 3, so good shit, but... aesthetically pleasing and just overall, his VLEC 4 level was very aesthetically pleasing. Alright, these boos are actually pretty problematic in this level, aren't they? Alright, there's our last Yoshi coin. Are you fucking... Okay, that's... Okay. That's all I gotta say to that. Like... Holy shit, that just happened. Okay. That's all I got. That's all I had to say about that. Is that just happened to me. Don't hate, just appreciate. That's what I get for talking. You know, I pixel clipped that I shouldn't have gave up, but I did. Alright, well, I assume that we're basically done the level, so... Yeah, this level strikes me more of his VLDC 5 level than VLDC 4. Which, as I just rambled on about, kind of preferred his VLDC 4 level. But... Either way, ZMann is starting to be a VLDC staple to me. I don't remember, because, I mean, once we play the more modern VLDCs, maybe I'll start recognizing usernames. But, just don't know if he's going to be around for the later VLDCs, because, like, I played VLDC 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12 on stream in the past. Actually, I don't think I ever did for VLDC 9 and 8, which, in my opinion, is... probably, in my opinion, the, like, most well-done VLDC of all time. But, well, technically VLDC 10 is, but that didn't get a collaboration hack yet, which I'm actually very disappointed, but... Alright, that was Negative World. Yeah, it's more of his VLDC 5 level, like... Overall, it's very well done, but it just felt like a normal level, you know? Nothing really all that special. So, yeah. Really not much else to say. Like, his VLDC 5 level, if you watch the finale of VLDC 5, you'll see his level there. But, in my opinion, in order... VLDC 4 level is the best, followed by this one, and then his VLDC 5 level. Which is ironic to say, right? Because this dude got 3rd place. Officially ranked 3rd place. I don't remember where he ranked on my list, but I could check now. VLDC 5. He ranked... Wow, where is it? Oh my god, I don't know where it is. I don't think he got a pretty high score on my list. I'm going down the list. I need to find it. I really can't find it. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure he made the key level. So where is it? Oh. Yeah, I cannot find it. Oh my god. Okay, well, never mind. But, just take it from me. So, back at the matter at hand. I don't know about this level. The first half felt like there was going to be a gimmick with, you know, falling vertically, but it was shortly replaced after by just, you know, a normal level. Yeah, I don't... Like, I sound like I hated the level, but I'm really just comparing it to his VLDC 4 level, which I really liked. So all of these in comparison are just weak. So I know it's not really fair to compare it like that, but I don't know. Yeah, even as a vanilla level, I think like Land of Mystery, Bowser's Blocks, especially all of these levels are still better. Because Yeah, like, what was the most special thing about this level? It was really only the first Yoshi coin, right? Where it's like, hey, you were supposed to hug the wall here, stupid. Yeah, it's just not really that well made. I'll say it. I'm sorry. I do like ZMann levels, but this is probably the weakest one. So I don't want to put all the way down here. It was a long enough level. I do think I should put it down here though, because even Grand Galleon had a gimmick to it. Ashy Plains did as well. Kumquat Caverns, I will just put it down here. I'm sorry, ZMann, but it's just what I think. Really putting negativity in negative. So, aesthetics. I mean, maybe it is biased because, like I said, I saw it on the title screen and it's like, oh, title screen level. So I'm excited to play it, and it turned out to just be, mid. That's what I gotta say about this level. It's just mid. There's nothing that strikes me as, hey, this is rank B, so this is, higher up. I'm sorry. Yeah, 7. Creativity, also a 7. I'll guess aesthetics a 7.5. I like the gloomy look. Consistency, the boos were surprisingly jank in this level. I don't really get it. So 9. Playability, just a 7.5. I think that's what's lacking. It's lacking some excitement. The level didn't really have any. Functionality, the boos were still jank. So 8. And username. So ZMann, I mean, I ranked it before. I think I ranked it like a 7. So you get a 7 again. Alright. I think I'm gonna end it there. Feel like I've been streaming a while. Let me see for sure. Yeah. I mean, let me check something. Where is this? There's 4 more levels. Who knows if one of them's gonna be a freaking problematic level. That's what I'm worried about. Sorry, I'm just thinking right now. Let's do one more. I'll do one more. You know what? I'll even freaking break the rules, and I'll end it off with the Green Switch Palace. I know I should technically play this level first, but I feel like a secret exit level might take too long. So you got the Green Switch Palace by Daizo Devon. So I think this is his first showing in a VLDC. Once again, this is another username that made, or another person that was on the team that made my favorite hack jump. And this person makes pretty baller levels, so let's see how the Switch Palace is like for them. Obviously, I'm not going to be ranking. Alright, left or right, chat? I'm left-handed, so woo! Is this a game of, don't be greedy with the coins? Might be the complete opposite, actually. Yeah. I think it was, pick the one with the most coins. Alright, are we gonna get the Yump chat? I highly doubt it, but I'll still try. Will I get the pixel clip too? Ah, okay, at least I got the pixel clip. You're gonna give me credit for that. I wasn't expecting it, so I was very late on the Yump. I'm goofy. Alright. You know what? I still got energy. I will play the level. It wouldn't feel right to frickin' skip over this level. So we got Cave Escape 2 by Mario Fan 22. Ooh. I don't know if it's this person or a very similar name, but they make notoriously questionable levels, aka unsavory levels. But I don't know if it's this person. But it is rank B, so it's apparently a high ranking level. Let's do it. Alright, another title screen level, actually. This is exciting. Unless if it is called Cave Escape 2, and I do remember playing a Cave Escape, so I assume Cave Escape 1, but I don't know if it was by Mario Fan 22. Oh, this is spooky. Ugh. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, an extra challenge for Yoshi-Koi. Whatever am I to do? Of course. If it isn't right beside me, then 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna miss that. There we go. Ooh. See, good thing I did check. That's most likely for a secret exit, or here. I did not get a yump yet. I feel like I gotta get one. Oh, this is very green. Might be the path to the green switch. Would have been more fitting if I did the green switch, you know, before. Or after the fact, sorry. Freaking mixing up my words. Stupid! Alright, so far, yes, on the topic of Cave Escape 1, I do remember really liking a cave... Okay, that's actually a pretty rough Yoshi coin again, isn't it? I don't know when, you know, the skull raft is falling downwards, if you could just simply run to the left and you'll climb automatically, but I feel like that's something I'm gonna... Okay, I'm glad I didn't commit. I feel like that's something I'm gonna have to attempt at least once, because I don't really see another way of doing so. I kind of wanted to keep that shell. Either way, if I do get this Yoshi coin and live, I think I'm gonna be bothered to get the normal exit first, because unless the secret exit is, you know, after the fact, or after we get all 5 Yoshi coins, then I'd rather not deal with this Yoshi coin. And that's already saying a lot that, you know, I had a pretty piss poor attempt, and I'm already like, yeah, if I collect this Yoshi coin, then I'm gonna wanna, you know, complete the level and not have to deal with that again. Yeah, skull rats are pretty weird like that, which is why I'm saying, you know, can I just run up it? Okay, well, I still jumped. I didn't trust myself, but that still felt very, very tight. But I did feel a bit more confident doing that way than if I tried, you know, running up it like it was a pair of stairs. I like how I said pair of stairs. Yeah, can I get 2 sets of stairs, please? Stupid. Alright, I'm still looking. That's probably a hidden door in there. So, gee, wonder where the secret exit is. Oh wait, duh. Duh? Okay. Is that gonna be a Yoshi coin or a secret exit? Screw it. I'm not gonna pussy out if I have to do the skull raft thing again. Alright, I'm glad there's a bridge built for me, because I don't think that block would have. Hit the P-switch and make it to the top for a prize. I'll try. Pressure's on. Oh, really? Well. It was neither a Yoshi coin or a secret exit. It was a frickin' one-up. That is very, very disappointing. Okay. Alright, midway. This level's pretty fun. Kind of like Cave Escape 1. Because like I said, I don't know who made Cave Escape 1, it might have been Mario Fan 22. But too many Mario names, if you noticed. I don't really want to check that pipe. That's a risky pipe to get. Alright. Oh, this level is actually pretty fun. I like this so far. What's that cutoff that I saw? I think I saw cutoff. I mean, I do have to replay the level eventually. Or not eventually, right after this, because we got a sacred exit to find, Chief. Oh! Alright, check all the pipes. I bet it's gonna be in that orange pipe that I decided not to check because it's kind of high risk to try to enter that pipe. There was Potaboos over this ramp, right? And that is a silver... camera, please, thank you. I was looking a little scuffed at first. I was a little worried. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I'm having fun with this level. As I'm making stupid-ass noises. Oh, hello. Okay. I bet I have to keep you for something, so... Okay, I guess not. Where do I get a normal P-switch? That's gonna be a 1 up there, isn't it? Yeah. I've noticed that these Potaboos, like, yeah, they do not want to spawn in, do they? Oh, wait. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of backtracking for this silver P-switch, isn't it? This is messing with my brain. Why do they only shoot... Okay, bye, Fire Flower. Okay. So, don't gotta get the Yoshi coins again, but... We basically have to replay the entire level twice. Not that I mind, because yeah, this level was fun. I really like this level. Alright. I should probably haul ass, because we are on a timer here. And there we go. 1 extra Potaboo for good measure, huh? I was kind of tempted to bring the Switch with me, but... You got me! You got me. Alright, GG's. And we do know where the normal exit is, so let's speedrun this shit. Not actually though, because if I try to speedrun this, it's gonna end in disaster. But if you ask me now, I'd probably end up dying right about now if I try to speedrun this. I will make proper haste, as they say. They don't say that, Felix. Guess I'm bringing this shell with me. Shell percent? We'll get a world record in it because no one has ever held a shell this long before. So yeah, this level, I mean, once again, it is a good level, so I'm going to be nitpicking the small things. And the only thing I really, okay, I guess we lost the shell. The only real thing I'm nitpicking about is just the secret exit position. With how long the level is, it's not a long level, but the fact that, you know, the secret exit is right beside the normal exit, technically. There's probably the general crowd would not want to, you know, do that. And that goes for any level for that matter. It's not just this level. I jumped into that. Kid said I was trying to jump the bullet. So stupid, Felix. Alright. But yeah, this level was really fun. It was action-packed. It was aesthetically pleasing, and there's nothing really to hate. Yeah, it's honestly pretty cool how... I mean, I don't know if it was intentional or what kind of nice Nice sprite limitation there. If you notice, that was going to be a disco shell, but I think with too many sprites, the disco shell did not spawn in. But as I was saying, if you notice that, yeah, these potaboos like shoot. That's the second time that's done that. The potaboos shoot once and they just don't spawn in anymore, and that's definitely not normal because freaking potaboos is my goddamn nemesis in this game. But if it's intentional, I did not know that was a thing. Like here, I'm gonna hang out here. Clearly there was 2 potaboos, right? And not anymore. That's whack, you know? Alright, these ones stayed spawned. I scrolled the camera there because that frickin' fire flower was gonna despawn. That's one thing I remember. Alright, GG's. Yeah, I enjoyed the level. That was a fun level. Did the freaking potaboo jump overwrite the like the last dude of the the finishing jingle? Even when beating the level, freaking potaboo still managed to burst my bubble. Alright. You know what? I'm still full of energy. We only got 2 more levels in this world. I'm gonna complete this world. I'm enjoying VLEC today. Alright. Ranking time. Rank. Yeah. It was a proper length level. The only real downside is the secret exit position of it. You know, right at the end of the level. But I really liked it. Does it beat out these 2? It beats out Ghost Ship, I'm pretty sure. But I don't really want to give it 4th. I think it deserves top 3. Bullet Blobs felt very, very solid. Actually, no. Because I remember, despite being called Bullet Blows, it was actually lacking bullet bills. That's why I didn't rank it 1st place, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so does Cave Escape deserve 1st place over Magic Koopa Funhouse? So, the thing with Magic Koopa Funhouse, that level was a goddamn RNG fest, and I should hate it for that, but it really added to the chaotic meter of that level, and it made that level batshit insane, but in a very fun way. So, with all that saying, Cave Escape gets 1st place. From a vanilla standpoint, Cave Escape is very vanilla, and with, like, okay, the other downside is that Yoshi coin with the Skull Raft, but those are really small problems compared to Magic Koopa Funhouse. So yeah, aesthetics 8.5, creativity 8.5, consistency 9.5. There was also the Chuck. So despite all those problems, I think it still deserves 1st place. I do think so. Playability, really fun. Functionality, little bit of problems with the camera, and I don't know if the potaboo theme was intentional, but as someone who hates the potaboos, it was a very welcoming, you know, very welcome change. So I'll give you a 9. Username. So yeah, I guess this Mario fan was the you know, it's the angel and the devil, right? I don't know what other, you know, Mario insert name here that I said makes, you know, unsavory levels, but let's hopefully not find out, okay? I don't know, username, it looks and sounds like, you know, when you try to type in just Mario fan, but it's already taken, and the username, you know, suggests you could pick this one. It's just a name, but with extra numbers. That's what this reminds me of, so pretty weak. But again, the username is just a shitpost. Does not matter for the proper placement, but still. Fun level, legit level, and I'll be honest, I kind of regret skipping over it before I did the secret exit. But you know what? I'm glad that we played it, right? I almost didn't. Alright, 2 more levels. Hopefully we're not stuck on them for a while. We got jumping and stuff by Finbot, I think. It's kind of hard to tell with my controller overlay. I think it's Finbot. Finbot 29. It's ranked F, so this is on the lower end. I still miss the number placements. Don't worry, once we get to VLEC 7, it'll go back to the number placement. Alright, let's do it. Okay, that was I just, you know, committed when I saw it. Alright, we're jumping and stuff, chat. We got an auto generator. Oh my god, I got so lucky there. Okay, this is interesting. That's a face. Oh god. Oh god. No, no! How did I collect it there? Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Oh my god. Oh god, no! Okay, well, I already can assure you this feels like a shitpost level. The Bull Bills didn't shoot out that time. They didn't again. Oh, I live. Alright, we are jumping and stuff right now. This is an interesting level so far, if you ask me. I know I'm gonna die to an auto generator, and I'm not looking forward to that come time. Oh, there was a little bit of slowdown there. Nice. I think that's how you're supposed to collect it. Alright, oh gosh. Oh. Ah, no! Dude, no! Where was I supposed to go from there? Was I supposed to jump on the goddamn Super Koopas? Screw that. Alright, I don't mean to jump to conclusions, chat, but I think we have an unsavory level on our hands. Oh, how did I live there? Oh my god. Alright, I have way too much energy for what is frickin' 4 o'clock in the morning for me. Alright. Oh, yep. Okay, maybe I should start jumping on the Super Koopas, because there seems to be a lot of them. Alright. Oh, I didn't... I think I should just reset. I don't think the lower Super Koopa's gonna help me get that first Yoshi coin. There we go. Oh, that frickin' Super Koopa spooked me. Frickin' jump scare, dude. Who knew Super Mario World was a frickin' jump scare game? Don't, dude. Alright. Yeah, this section really could do without the auto generator, because I'm scared it's gonna spawn like the first run did, and basically, damn. Alright, this is fine, I think. If I get a proper spawn. Okay, that one I can. There we go. Fuck! This sucks! I kind of panicked when I saw that no Super Koopa was spawning in after I hit the last one. I was like, well, shit, what do I do now? Alright, that's surprisingly consistent. I hope I didn't jinx myself by saying that, but that is pretty handy dandy. There we go. I don't know why sometimes I, like, can't collect that Yoshi coin on the last bullet bill, but sure. I'm so dead here. I'm not dead! Holy shit! Oh, thank God! Thank God, dude. What a level so far. This is a shitpost. Alright, no more auto-generator, it seems. For now. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies. Okay. Okay. I was trying to see my opening. Okay, stop throwing, dude. Stop! Stop. Okay. Okay. Ah! You know what would have been the icing on top? A Kaizo block there. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. That was a shitpost. But it was a fun shitpost. I'll say that. Wow. That level should have not worked out how it should have. Like, I thought I was in for a frickin' RNG fest hell. But no. It worked out for the most part. The only real hard part was those yellow Super Koopas, but as you saw, it apparently worked out in the end. I didn't really trust it at first, but it seemed like I was forced to near the end, and as we saw, it worked out. So there was a similar level in a past VLEC that I also called a shitpost, but it was a fun shitpost, and like, again, I'm most likely, you know, what's the word? Disrespecting creator, because maybe they did try, but it did feel like a shitpost. But I will say it was a fun shitpost, and it did work out for the most part, like I said. So I don't know. It obviously just goes down here, but it is better than the bottom 4. Because, I mean, okay, shitpost stuff aside, so there was auto-generators, there was enemy spam like crazy, there was a little bit of slowdown. I'm surprised there wasn't all that much slowdown, but there was for like a split second. Midway was well placed. It was honestly, like, at the end of the day, it was a decent enough level. So, aesthetics, nothing special, so 7. Creativity, 6.5. The first half, you know what, no, the first half was pretty unique. So, consistency, yeah, I'm gonna give you like a 6. There was too many factors. Playability, I'll give you an 8. Like, I can't even hate, just appreciate. Functionality, this is also where it's gonna lack. It's different every time. So, yeah, 4. Our username, Finbot29. I don't know if that's a reference to something. When I say Finbot, it does ring a bell, but I don't know for sure. Either way, it's kind of like Mario Fan 22. Maybe the number is the person's age at the time. Who the frick knows, man? But either way, I guess it's no. I'll give you another 4. All right, last level. It's only fitting we end off on a castle, as if we're finishing the world, you know. So let's do it. We got Color Splash Castle by Carrack. Interesting name. This is rank D, so this is on the lower end. Don't forget, chat. It's ranked. I mean, we haven't seen a ranked A level, but I assume that there is going to be when we get to the top 10 levels or the best world level. It goes A, B, C, D, and an F. I don't think there's an E unless we haven't come across it yet. All right, let's do it. All right. I mean, with a level name called Color Splash, I was kind of expecting color. But this is very. What's the word I'm trying to, like, artistic term I'm trying to use? Not matte, not saturated. I think I'm trying to say mate. But it's very, like, there's no depth to it, right? It's just what. That scared the crap out of me. It's just one pure color, you know? I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die. Yep. I called it. I was just jumping and praying that I was gonna land on it. You stupid. I have noticed that these things don't flash before they shoot out. Normally they do, right? So maybe I'm right about the whole, you know, just one color thing. I don't know, just something about it just feels ugly to me. Alright, I'm gonna do the smart thing and despawn the shell. Alright. Are we gonna get color now? No. There's apparently color in the thwomps and stuff, though. At least Mario is. I mean, if you notice that, like, his shoes are gray, and he has a very slight gray tone to him. Oh, that was a mushroom. Sure. Alright, split path. I'm on the lookout for a moon right now. Alright. Ah! Got a little bit of a maze going on in here, don't we? I seem to be just hogging the top. Sure. I was thinking of going, hey! Going, Oh, there! No! I thought my reaction time was fast enough. Shoot. Alright, well, yeah, I'll just quit out. Man, that split second I didn't react actually mattered. Holy shit. Man. Was not expecting that, right? But honestly, well played. Well played, Carrack. Alright, oh, there is a fire flower in here. There was going to be, until this idiot decided to get hit before it. I mean, fire flower is pretty pointless. PP for short. Alright. Nice pixel clip. Let's go to bottom path. I haven't gone to bottom path this time. I do want to enter that door, but I will still just hog the bottom path. And we didn't really miss out much. Yeah, it's just little pseudo maze and nothing else. Alright, get ready. Nice. I'm actually fine with taking a hit because it gives a bit more, like, jumping room when I'm small. The door doesn't... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, the frickin' auto-scroller doesn't end. But it does. Midway. This is a... pretty cool level, actually. I'm starting to notice a little bit of a gimmick going on with the colors. It's like you had the red room with the lava. I assumed the auto-scroller section was going to be the yellow room. And yeah, it does looks like it adds up. Oh. Alright. Ooh, that's... The water is on layer 2, it seems. Oh my god. Dude, for the longest time, I did not care about Magic Koopa, but since VLDC 3, Magic Koopa has joined the league as one of my most hated enemies. Oh, time to go. Move! I gotta go! I ain't waiting around. Out of my way. Oh, now I have to wait. Shoutouts to Metal Gear Solid 3. The level, not the game. Alright, apparently there was no rush. Bye. What did he even get hit by? Alright, custom boss. Oh god. I think one Podoboo was enough, don't you think? Alright. At least it was very spacious. GG's. Pretty fun level, actually. So yeah, assuming this is still part of the water world, kind of hard to say. The water world started off pretty badly, I'll say it, but it ended off on a high note. Like, we had a lot of good levels here. Honestly, each level here was good, right? On this little island. Yeah. I mean, like, jumping and stuff was a shitpost. Negative World was a little, you know, eh. And then Land of Mystery was, you know, it was fine. But, no, Color Splash Castle, Bowser's Blocks, and, of course, Cave Escape 2 were top-notch. Alright, let's rank the level. I'm going to pick out my favorite level and least favorite level of this world, and I'm probably going to call it for the night. But I hope that everybody enjoyed, if there was anyone here. But either way, maybe future watchers, I appreciate you. Alright, ranking time. So, starting off the level, I was not really impressed, but the more I played it, the more I understood the gimmick, and it was a legit level. I liked it. Each room had its own gimmick, and it was done pretty well. I feel like some rooms could have been, you know, done a bit more, but maybe it's a good thing that they kind of simplified it, because maybe if, you know, they went over the top, then the levels would have become, or the level could have become challenging. And I did like the moon position. No one would get that the first time around, right? So, where does it rank? For a VLEC level, with each room being unique, I think by default it gets a pretty high score. There's not really anything bad I want to say about this level, so you would think, with that said, it should get a very high score, but it didn't hit as hard as, like, these, for example, did. So it's better than Rocky Land. It's better than Dino River. I think so. Because Dino River was, like, at a vanilla standpoint, was a very solid level, but it was just a solid level and nothing else. Color Splash felt like a level that had a gimmick to it, and that's why I always respect Nice Voice Crack Felix. So aesthetics. Honestly, I hated it at first, but once again, I understood the creativity and gimmick afterward. Consistency, no jank. Playability, pretty fun. And functionality, there was, I mean, the Magic Koopa was a slight problem, but it's not like, you know, it was a major problem. So I'll give consistency a 9.5 because of the Magic Koopa, but I think function I will give a 10. Was there any jank to it? What was the first room again? I can't believe I'm saying that. What was the first room? Oh yeah, it was just this room. Okay. Yeah, I'm really trying to dig for a reason to not give it a 10, but honestly, kudos, you know? And username Karak is a interesting word slash name. I don't really know, but it's a series of 3 letters, mostly consisting of C's and A's. So, I don't know, it sounds pretty cool. That was me trying to type a number, but apparently I was still in the what's it called, emulator. All right, chat. I assume that this pipe's gonna lead back to the star, but let's make sure. Yes. Okay. So we only got the mountain world next, which will be next episode, and then we're gonna be on to the subworlds. But obviously, I'm not gonna end yet because, yeah. So favorite level obviously goes to Cave Escape 2. It was fun. It was well made. Color Splash Castle is also a close second. Like, from the beginning, I thought it was going to be, you know, oh, it's whatever. But it ended off on a high note. So good shit. Bowser's Blocks was an acquired taste, but it was a good level. So for least favorite, not even up for debate, has to go to Wet Dry Ruins. It was honestly a slap to the face for this level, which is, I can't believe I'm saying that for this creator, because this creator is like, you know, a really well-made creator. Second least probably Grand Galleon, and then, yeah, that's really it. Overall, the water world actually had quite a bit of good levels. Like, it had I Hate My Life. Yes, that is the level name. It had Dino River. It had Ghost Ship. Like, looking at the ranking list, I just realized now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have had 5 levels in the top 10 come from just the water world. Which, again, is kind of like not as impressive as you would think, because overall there's only been 24 levels we played, but I don't know, man. Either way, that was a fun stream. So, thank you very much for watching, chat, and anybody else who may have been here. I hope you all have a good rest of your week, and next time, we're going to be scaling the mountains here. So, hopefully see you then. But that's going to do it for me. So yeah, like I said, have a good week. Hopefully catch you next time. And yeah, peace.